Good morning and welcome to the Biotech Signal series of the MicroMolar podcast. Today is Wednesday, June 17th, 2026.
Let's dive right in.
Jazz Pharmaceuticals signed a major partnership with AbCellera worth up to $4.1 billion to develop T-cell engagers for gastrointestinal cancers. The deal underscores continued industry enthusiasm for next-generation immunotherapies and represents one of the largest oncology collaborations announced this year.
Unicor is moving back toward regulatory review after the FDA agreed that 3-year Phase 1 and 2 data are sufficient to support an accelerated filing for its Huntington's disease gene therapy. The reversal revives hopes for what could become the first genetic medicine for Huntington's disease.
Intellia unveiled what it calls paradigm-shifting Phase 3 data for its one-time hereditary angioedema treatment, reinforcing the promise of gene editing as a durable alternative to chronic therapy. If approved, the treatment could significantly reshape the HAE landscape.
Eli Lilly is continuing its aggressive acquisition strategy by buying another pain-focused biotech, while simultaneously preparing for an FDA decision on a once-weekly HIV PrEP pill. The move further expands Lilly's presence beyond obesity and diabetes into high-growth therapeutic areas.
Edgewise Therapeutics reported clinical data that move its muscle disease program closer to Phase 3, positioning it as a potential challenger to Bristol-Myers Squibb and Cytokinetics despite lingering investor skepticism.
PwC declared the biopharma ecosystem back to full health, pointing to a surge in mergers and acquisitions and a reopening IPO market. The report argues that precision science and strategic deal-making are once again driving industry momentum.
B-Bio has discontinued development of its lead hemophilia B-cell therapy program, marking a significant pipeline reset and forcing the company to rethink its future development strategy.
Spire Therapeutics delivered a positive Phase 2 study in ulcerative colitis, strengthening confidence in its inflammatory disease platform and improving its competitive position in a crowded treatment market.
Spot Bio emerged from stealth with $40 million to develop mRNA therapies for muscular dystrophy, joining a growing group of companies applying messenger RNA technology beyond vaccines.
Merck signed a collaboration with Pertillion worth up to $510 million to generate research and development data across future programs. The agreement reflects the growing strategic importance of data-driven partnerships in drug discovery.
Vedana Therapeutics launched with $46 million in Series A financing to advance a preclinical migraine pipeline, reflecting continued investor interest in neuroscience startups with focused disease strategies.
DMERX is launching the first U.S. clinical trial of an ibogaine-derived therapy after receiving FDA clearance. Though the company acknowledges the psychedelic-inspired treatment will still face significant regulatory scrutiny due to long-standing safety concerns.
Local trade organizations are being urged to play a larger role in supporting life sciences companies as policy uncertainty and tighter federal funding create new challenges for regional biotech ecosystems.
Triveni Bio raised $65 million ahead of key eczema data readouts, providing capital to reach important clinical milestones that could shape the future of its dermatology pipeline.
The FDA's decision to accept 3-year Huntington's disease data for accelerated review could encourage other gene therapy developers pursuing rare neurological disorders with limited patient populations.
Edgewise shares declined after its cardiomyopathy program failed to clearly outperform competing therapies from Bristol-Myers Squibb and Cytokinetics, illustrating how high expectations continue to shape investor reactions.
Large pharmaceutical companies are increasingly using partnerships, acquisitions, and external innovation rather than relying solely on internal R&D, a trend reflected across Biogen, Merck, Jazz, and Lilly's latest strategic moves.
Those are all the biotech signals for today. Thanks for tuning in to the MicroMolar podcast.
Visit micromolar.com for more information. See you next time.